Thanks so much for tuning in to Hope Live and helping support the National Center. I know a lot of you are parents, and I'm a parent as well. And I know we're all just trying to keep our heads above water during this pandemic. The last thing that we want to think about is someone targeting our children when they're online. I just want to thank the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children for everything they do to teach kids and empower them to make safe decisions. They're such a great resource, and I know they can't do it without the support of all of us here tonight. So, to tell you a little more about how they are helping to keep kids safe online, I'm going to throw it over to Callahan Walsh. You might recognize him as the co-host of In Pursuit on Investigation Discovery. He's also the son of John Walsh and a director at the National Center. Hey, Cal, how's it going?
Hey, Kevin. I can't tell you how excited I am to be here tonight as the host of our first ever Hope Live. Now, normally at NCMEC, we host a big gala called the Hope Awards. It's a night filled with some of the most inspiring stories you'll ever hear. Stories of resiliency, of courage, and of course, hope. It's something I look forward to every year, but I'm actually more excited about this virtual event because now we get to share it with all of you. If you're new to our mission, welcome. And you actually may hear us called a few different things throughout the night: the National Center, NCMEC, NCMEC, but it's all us, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Okay, so here's a rundown of the evening. Throughout the show, you'll hear all about the tough but critically important work done every day at the National Center. We've got special appearances from celebrity guests, including Ben Affleck, Gabrielle Union, and Jason Alexander. And on top of that, my father, John Walsh, will be interviewing two incredibly brave survivors, Amanda Berry and Gina DeJesus, who not only escaped captivity, but have gone on to become powerful advocates for other missing children. And of course, we have a special musical performance by country music duo Maddie and Tay and Grammy Award-winning artist Darius Rucker. Now, we are trying to raise funds tonight to support our mission, and we've made it very easy to make a donation. Just text the word HOPE to the number on your screen. If you'd like to make a donation, please do that now, but make sure you pause the show and come right back. I don't want you to miss anything. As you can see, it is a jam-packed night, so let's get started. We're always trying to spread the word about our incredibly important mission. NCMEC has been at the forefront of the fight to protect children for more than 3 decades and has helped recover more than 330,000 missing children. Here's a look at how we got here.
A little boy named Eitan Pates disappeared.
Take a close look at the picture we're going to put up on the screen. This is Eitan Pates. I should spell that, E-T-A-N-P-A-T-Z.
His father said he was shocked to discover that there seemed to be better ways of finding stolen cars than of finding stolen children.
Little boys on the streets are not safe alone anymore.
We've come up with the conclusion that he was probably snatched.
I just want that person to know that we want to help them as well as Adam.
We just want him back more than anything. We have hope, and we'll never give up hope, and we'll never stop searching.
Thousands of posters are being distributed all over Florida.
The greatest legacy you can leave is to make a statement for your children.
Till now, there has been no such place to which one could turn in order to try to find and help these children.
I'm delighted to have the opportunity to help launch the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children.
A strong, loud voice for children.
1-800-THE-LOST.
Call the number on your screen right now.
We have technology to age photographs of missing children.
These operators do God's work.
I owe so much to the National Center. They saved my life.
I'm Jenny Nutsby, the official spokesperson for the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children.
I'm driven. We're going to bring him home.
Code Adam was established by Walmart as a tribute to my son.
The new cyber tip line will be using the internet to help catch child predators who operate online.
They were the major advocates behind the Amber Alert. Their work brought me home.
We dedicate it as the Children's Building.
But this is a building of hope. Thank you.
To walk through the doors at the National Center, I suddenly was meeting so many people who were fighting for my child with this incredible passion and dedication.
Tell your parents or teachers to click here so that they can learn more about keeping you safer online.
A financial coalition to eradicate commercial child pornography.
This may be the most important piece of legislation in the last 20 years.
We established immediately a Katrina hotline number.
She disappeared in late September. Go to missingkids.com.
Breaking news out of Cleveland, a really unbelievable story. 3 missing women.
I want to thank the center for everything they've done and continue to do.
3
Facebook is partnering with the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children.
It's very, very important that we take a stand, that people become aware and start to get involved.
In Alexandria, Virginia, a group of analysts worked to save the girls and boys being sexually abused and exploited.
It's made national headlines. Mariah Martinez has been found thanks to a tip from one of our Live PD viewers.
Tom, a lot of smiles here at the National Center.
An advocacy group is introducing a new tool to help find missing children.
We use every piece of technology available to find missing kids.
We're doing a lot right now to just rebuild into the future and be a very forward-leaning organization.
And the message should always be that hope reigns supreme.
We had an incredible open house, like a grand reopening.
It's good to know that you have people in this world that are willing to give of themselves to help you.
We've come a long, long way. Now, the center is more needed than ever.
It really has been quite a journey for my family, all those who work at the National Center, and everyone who's supported us over the years. We couldn't be prouder of our work and the dedication we have to the families that we serve. Now, with so many eyes watching tonight, we want to make sure you're hearing from the families who are still searching for their children. So please, pay close attention. Alicia Navarro is one of those children. She disappeared 1 year ago, and her mom is hoping someone watching tonight will have the tip that could help bring her daughter home.
My name is Jessica Nunez. I am Alicia Navarro's mom. My daughter disappeared on September 15, 2019. She left a note indicating, "I ran away. I will be back. I swear. I'm sorry, Alicia." Since that day, there has not been a trace of her. She liked helping others. My daughter is a sweet, loving, smart child. She has autism, so she has challenges, and I'm very worried for her. She loved penguins. She loved reading books, and she's a very smart girl that liked technology. If you could please take a moment to look at my daughter's photo. She could be your daughter, your relative, so please take a moment to look at that picture and see if you could help to be able to locate my daughter and bring her safe home.
Jessica, I can't thank you enough for joining us tonight. Now, if anyone out there watching has any information on the whereabouts of Alicia Navarro, please do the right thing and give us a call at 1-800-THE-LOST. Now, as I mentioned, we're going to be hearing from some of NCMEC's friends and celebrities throughout the night. Our first guest is actress and activist Gabrielle Union.
Child exploitation, human trafficking, and abduction. These are scary and tough issues to talk about, but not talking about them doesn't make them go away. So thank you, National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, for leading the fight against abduction, abuse, and exploitation. Because every child deserves a safe childhood.
Thank you for joining us for Hope Live. Coming up, celebrity guests Ben Affleck, Donald Logue, and more. With special musical performances by Maddie and Tay, and later, Darius Rucker. Hope Live is brought to you in part by Facebook, Verizon, Google. Don't forget to text HOPE to 833-670-0759 to make your donation to support the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children.
Now, just yesterday, we wrapped our first ever Miles for Hope event, which ran the entire month of September. And because of COVID, we had to adapt our annual bike ride in New York. And instead, we asked people all over the country to get out and exercise for NCMEC. We had more than 1,400 people cycling, running, kayaking, swimming, you name it, all to benefit missing and exploited children. I know a lot of the participants are watching tonight, and I just want to say you all did a great job. It was so inspiring to see all your photos and videos on social media and all the fun ways you showed support for these kids. I know you all had a huge impact in your communities.
Everyone deserves a safe childhood. That's why I'm thankful for the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. There are so many things happening in our country today that need our attention, but we can't forget our children. We need to keep them safe and well, today and always. That's why I'm asking you to make a donation today at missingkids.org. Thank you.
You know, Ben's been a big supporter of our work for a long time, and we just can't thank him enough for that. And thank you to everyone watching as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. So if you are just joining us, well, number one, welcome to Hope Live. Number two, you're late. Just kidding. We're glad you're here helping us raise funds and raise awareness for the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. So not only will you learn a lot about us over the next hour, we also want you to leave here being more empowered to keep your family safe and hopefully leave here with some really great safety tips as well. For that, I'm going to pass the mic over to one of my colleagues, Lene Holmes, to give her top safety tips for parents. Hey, Lene, thanks for joining us tonight.
Thanks, Cal, and welcome everyone to Hope Live. So I work in our Family Advocacy Division, and my team and I work every day to support parents and to help them learn how to keep their children safer online. So my safety tip for all of you who care for kids is keep your communication with your child open, honest, and frequent. Talk to them all the time about their internet activities because that's how you'll build a trusting relationship. You want your kids to come to you with everything from that funny video that they saw to that cool fact that they learned and anything that has made them uncomfortable. Be their trusted adult. Use non-judgmental, caring conversations with your children, and that's how you will be keeping them safer online. So thanks. That's my safety tip.
Thanks, Lene. Those are some great tips. And it's really just so important, and really now more than ever, that we have open conversations with our children about safety. Now, let's hear from another parent searching for their missing child. As you can imagine, David Hopper wants nothing more than to see his daughter, Ava Baldwin, once again. And we're hoping someone out there tonight can help bring her home safe.
My name is David Hopper. My daughter went missing when she was 4 years old, and we've been looking for her for 7 years now. Her mother kidnapped her from San Antonio during a custody battle. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. There's days you wake up and wonder if she's alive or she's okay. If anybody knows anything, please let us know, because you could be the difference maker in finding my daughter. I know I'm not the only person going through this. I know there's other families going through the same thing, but it gives you hope to know you're not alone. So, thank you guys.
Hi, I'm Donald Logue. I'm a father of two, and I'm a father who knows what it's like to have a child missing, which is the most terrifying ordeal in the world. The help of the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children got me through a terrible time. I love them. I love the work they do. Please support them any way you can.
Did you know that this year the 1,000th child was found safely due to an Amber Alert? Stay with us. We've got celebrity guest Soledad O'Brien, and later special musical performances by Maddie and Tay and Darius Rucker. Hope Live is brought to you in part by Kohl's, Life Touch, Old Navy. Text HOPE to 833-670-0759 and support the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Donations are coming in from all over the world.
Too often, stories of missing or exploited children are not highlighted enough in the media.
Every child
deserves a safe childhood.
Thank you, National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, for making sure all children are given the attention they deserve.
For making resources available to help keep our children safe.
For supporting the recovery of victims.
Providing assistance and recovery to those in need.
For more than 3 decades.
Please support.
Please support.
Please support the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children by making a donation today
at missingkids.org.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for our first ever Hope Live. I'm John Clark, and I'm honored to serve as the president and CEO of the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. We're certainly in unprecedented times, but I couldn't be prouder of the team here for everything they've done to keep our operations going through this pandemic. At the center, we like to say we have a never-stop attitude, but you never really know until you're put to the test. The threats our children face are constantly evolving, and our team works hard every day to identify those threats and figure out how to better protect children. But we can't do this work alone. So I want to say thank you to everyone watching and donating this evening, because we believe every child deserves a safe childhood. I also want to recognize tonight's corporate sponsors. Their generosity and support helps us find and protect children and ensure our mission never stops. And here's tonight's presenting sponsor, Facebook.
As presenting sponsor of Hope Live, Facebook is thrilled to support NCMEC's mission to recover children who are missing, find and protect children that are sexually exploited online around the world, and prevent the abduction and exploitation of children through free child safety education resources. At Facebook, we consider child safety one of our most important responsibilities, and we are honored to work with NCMEC in this important endeavor. I want to express our thanks and support to NCMEC, and on behalf of Facebook, we encourage you to follow NCMEC year-round, share missing photos of children on your social media. Thank you for watching Hope Live.
Well, thank you again to our friends at Facebook and all of you watching and supporting us this evening. I know you're going to enjoy the program and be inspired to support the work we do. So thank you and stay safe.
Hey, thanks, John. I just really want to echo that, big thank you to everyone supporting us this evening. We're here to help rescue these kids, so anything you can do to help really makes a big difference. Now, this is a night of hope, and although our mission can be oftentimes dark and very difficult, we do see many incredible success stories. I want to introduce you to a man who was reunited with his missing daughter just this past Christmas.
Hello, I'm Tyler Alexander. My daughter Maya disappeared when she was 3 years old. For 23 long months, I searched for her, and with the help of the center and the help from tipsters, I found her when she just turned 5 years old. Maya's mother and I had joint custody, and one day she didn't show for our scheduled exchange, and she disappeared with Maya. About a month or two after she was missing, her mom was charged with felony kidnapping. I reached out to the National Center to try to get help to find her, and they were awesome. Less than a month after her mom was charged, she was on national television.
We have an urgent case that needs your immediate attention. The case of Maya Sykes, who on April 12th disappeared after being kidnapped by her biological mother, Sephora Sykes.
We need your help to find someone wanted by the Chesapeake Police Department.
Call or text our hotline.
Social media had over 100,000 views of her story, and that gave me a lot of hope that the message was getting out there. And my daughter was recovered from Paraguay, the backwoods of South America. And one of the consulates at the American Embassy told me that's where people go to disappear. And thanks to the National Center, my daughter didn't disappear. She was found. It was the most emotional moment of my life right there, seeing her for the first time. I can't explain that moment. It was just a miracle. And now she's at home in Chesapeake, Virginia. She's taking karate, and every day I have to dodge her moves. And she just started kindergarten. She's just a happy kid.
It's so great to hear from Maya's dad. We absolutely love to hear these incredible success stories. This is truly why we do what we do. Now, I'm actually super pumped to bring out our next guests who are going to perform for all of us here tonight. They just celebrated a #1 with the platinum single and have a Christmas EP coming out on October 23rd called We Need Christmas. Ladies and gentlemen, with their hit song Fly, here's country music duo, Maddie and Tay.
Hi, I'm Maddie.
And I'm Tay.
We are Maddie and Tay.
We're Maddie and Tay. We are so thankful to be able to play some music for you guys. We're excited to be a part of the Hope Live Gala. Thank you for including us. And this is important to us because we realize that this topic is something that's not really discussed all that often. We just feel honored to get to be a part of it. Thank you guys for all the work that you're doing.
Yes, we are so inspired by everything that y'all do, saving lives, bringing hope into very hopeless feeling situations. And so we are just grateful to get to be a part of this special night. And so we wanted to play y'all a song that we wrote, a long time ago, about 7 years ago, but still rings true to us today. Just all about finding hope and learning just how to find hope in hopeless situations.
And to keep going.
Yes, and to keep going. So this song is called Fly, and we hope you love it.
Baby blue staring in the window pane, just counting drops of rain. Wondering if she's got the guts to take it. Running down her dreams in a dirty dress. Now her heart's a mess. Praying she will find a way to make it. So keep on climbing though the ground might shake. Just keep on reaching though the limb might break. We've come this far, don't you be scared now, 'cause you can learn to fly on the way down. Searching for a sign in the night, even like a lonely string of lights that'll burn just long enough for you to see it. The road's in long and lonely, and you feel like giving up, but there's more to this than just the breath you breathe in. So keep on climbing though the ground might shake. Just keep on reaching though the limb might break. We've come this far, don't you be scared now, 'cause you can learn to fly on the way down. You won't forget the heavy steps it took to let it go. Close your eyes, count
Thank y'all so much for everything that you do. God bless y'all. Thank you for letting us be a part of such a special night. And rock on! Rock on!
Every child deserves a safe childhood. Thank you to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children for helping to keep our children safe for more than 3 decades.
Hi, I'm Tom Morris Jr. I've covered a lot of different crime stories throughout my career. Stories about missing kids have always had a special place in my heart. I've worked with their families, and I know how important it is to support the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. I hope you'll support the National Center too. God bless you and stay safe.
You're watching Hope Live, benefiting the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Coming up, missing child advocates Amanda Berry, Gina DeJesus, NCMEC co-founder John Walsh, and stay tuned for a special musical performance by Darius Rucker. Hope Live is brought to you in part by Velasquez, Cal Ripken Senior Foundation, Dennis D. Concini and family.
I'm asking you to please support the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children.
I hope you're enjoying Hope Live.
Every child deserves a safe childhood.
This is why I'm proud to support the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children.
Please support the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children.
Let's all do our part.
By making a donation today.
Your support makes their work possible.
Everyone, my name is Belinda Swan, and I'm so proud to manage NCMEC's outreach efforts here in the Austin, Texas office. I hope y'all are having a wonderful evening tonight. I'd also like to take a few seconds to share an important safety tip with you. I think it's an excellent idea to regularly and actively check the safety settings of each of the devices that your children are using to access the internet. It's also just a great opportunity to check in with them and make sure that they understand what it means to be safe online. You can visit our website at missingkids.org for more information on how just to have those conversations. Thanks again for your support and have a wonderful evening.
Of the more than 23,500 endangered runaways reported to NCMEC in 2019, 1 in 6 were likely victims of child sex trafficking. This issue affects all of us, but victims are more likely to be girls and women, and those of color are especially vulnerable.
Thank you so much, Chloe. All right, if you're just tuning in, welcome to Hope Live. We're just about halfway through, so I'm just going to keep things moving here. Now, if you're familiar with the work here at NCMEC or a fan of crime fighting in general, then the next person needs no introduction at all. But for the uninitiated, I want to introduce you to the co-founder of the National Center, longtime victims' rights advocate, and my father, John Walsh. Hey, Dad.
Thanks very much, Cal. Hey, by the way, you're doing a good job. I just want to take a second to thank everybody for joining us tonight. This center could not exist without your help. You know, in the 25 years I did America's Most Wanted, there were 3 women that went missing that I never forgot about. The National Center kept reminding us. We profiled them, I think, 10, 12, 13 times on America's Most Wanted. And miraculously, all 3 were recovered alive. I'd like you to see a little bit of their story.
Cleveland 911. Hello, police. Help me, I'm Amanda Berry. You need police, fire, or ambulance? I'm the police. Okay, and what's going on there? I've been kidnapped, and I've been missing for 10 years, and I'm here. I'm free now.
When Amanda Berry, Georgina DeJesus, and Michelle Knight were rescued from captivity, it was nothing short of a miracle. The 3 women were kidnapped in 3 separate incidents in Cleveland between 2002 and 2004. They were locked away in this Cleveland house and endured unspeakable abuse for years. On May 6th, 2013, Amanda realized the front door to their prison was left unlocked and screamed out to neighbors for help. She managed to escape with her 6-year-old daughter, who was born in captivity.
Okay, wait, now I need them now. We're going to send them as soon as we get a car open. No, I need them now before we get back.
When police arrived, they found Georgina and Michelle inside the house. Their unimaginable nightmare was over. The young women were finally free.
Right now, the breaking news out of Cleveland, a really unbelievable story.
3 missing women.
City Hall officials are confirming reports that Amanda Berry and Gina DeJesus.
Amanda Berry was 16 when she disappeared in 2003. Gina DeJesus vanished in 2004 at age 14, and Michelle Knight was 21 when she went missing in 2002.
I want everyone to know how happy I am to be home with my family, my friends.
I would say thank you for the support.
Thank you everyone for your love, support, and donations, which helped me build a brand new life.
When they were abducted, Amanda and Georgina were children. As adults, they were reunited with their families.
I will never forget that day. 3 girls brought home alive. And we're going to catch up on and see what they're doing. Hello, Amanda, and hello, Gina. How you guys doing?
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Doing great.
I'm going to start with Amanda Berry. Amanda, first I got to ask you, as a grandfather, I love my grandchildren. You've got a beautiful daughter. Can you fill us in on what's happening with her?
Oh, absolutely. You know what? I have, if you can imagine, I have a 13-year-old now. She is in the 8th grade this year, and I'm trying to wrap my head around that because I have almost a high schooler here. But she's happy, healthy, thriving, and I couldn't be more proud of her, really. I mean, she does better in life sometimes than me, so.
How could she not be amazing with a beautiful, smart, and tough and brave mom like you? And you got to tell us about what you're doing with the local Fox station there in Cleveland.
Absolutely. So we have a local station that I work with, Fox 8, and they covered our story a lot while we were gone over the 9 years for Gina, 10 years for me. And when I came home, they used to have a show about, they would show the missing children in our area. And I guess that person left and they kind of never started it up again. So they seen me in one of my interviews talking about, I would like to do more for missing kids. And, they came to me and said, well, we would love for you to do this segment on missing children in our area, and hopefully having your voice behind it will maybe have people take it more seriously. So when they came to me with that, I said, absolutely, anything that I can do to help, anything to make it easier for the families that, maybe they have nowhere to turn. They don't know what to do because this is a whole new situation. Just like our families, they had nowhere to turn. And I feel like it might make all the difference because I know my mom felt so alone. So it's been amazing, actually. We feature missing children. We feature kids that have run away because we always know that they're not safe just because they ran away and they need to come home. But yes, it's been actually doing really great.
So proud of you. You turned in a horrible event and an experience into something so wonderful, finding missing children, helping families that need so much help. God bless you.
Thank you.
Gina, give me an update on what you're doing, how you're doing, and you're also doing something very positive.
Well, I bought a house and I have a nonprofit, the Cleveland Family Center for Missing Children and Adults, and we're doing great work in the neighborhood, the community, and it's on the corner where I was held captive for 9 years, and I want to bring positive energy to the neighborhood. We really want to be a soft place for families. We want to help them navigate media, navigate law enforcement, something that they didn't have to go through what my family had to go through.
What a wonderful way, again, just like Amanda, turning something so bad into something so good to help other families, to help other children. I know everybody tonight knows your story, or if they didn't, it's a story of never giving up, hope. It's a story of bravery, and look what you two young ladies are doing. I'm so proud of you, and I'm honored to know you. So keep up your good work. Our prayers are with you. Thank you, and God bless. Okay, Cal, back to you.
Thanks, Dad, and Amanda and Gina for being with us tonight. I'm always amazed when I hear you both speak. You're both so brave and both managed to take such an incredibly, incredibly difficult experience and find a way to help others. Inspiring just doesn't seem to be a strong enough word for what you've done. So I thank you again for sharing your story and reminding everyone here why we never give up hope for our missing children. Now, let's take a short break and we'll be back soon.
Hi, I'm Jason Alexander. I am so grateful to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, who lead the fight against the horrors of child abuse and trafficking every day and have been for over 3 decades. As a parent myself, I say thank you to the NCMEC for all of your work to ensure that every child is safe and seen and protected.
Did you know that NCMEC has analyzed more than 17,000 attempted child abductions to find trends and create safety tips for families? Hope Live is brought to you in part by Gary and Penny Abramson Charitable Foundation, LexisNexis Risk Solutions, Jason and Yvonne Lee, A&E Networks. And it's not too late to show your support for NCMEC. Text HOPE to 833-670-0759 to make your donation now.
The country seemed to come to a standstill during the COVID-19 pandemic. Businesses closed, entire communities shuttered, but the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children never stopped their fight to help protect children.
Stay-at-home orders are keeping children home and online more than ever. However, that's not always a safe place.
The center handled millions more reports of online abuse than they normally do at the onset of the national health crisis. They never stopped, and they never will.
This is a scary topic and one that's hard to talk about, but not talking about it is not the solution, and ignoring the problem doesn't make it go away.
For our kids, please support the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Make a donation today at missingkids.org.
Hi, I am astronaut Katie Coleman. I flew twice on the space shuttle and spent 6 months living and working aboard the International Space Station. If you're like me, a parent, safety is paramount, and the safety of your kids is everything, of all of our kids. Safety is not something that just happens, whether you are launching on a rocket or you are living, learning, and growing up right here on planet Earth. Safety is something that we do in a conscious way, and it takes conversations where you try to make it clear that everyone should bring up the things that are worrying them, things that bother them, things that make them uncomfortable. This is what we do for our kids. And so make sure that they know that they can talk to you or another trusted adult. And most important, let them know that asking for help is what everyone does, even astronauts. Thank you so much for your support here tonight. I think that making sure that our kids can reach for the stars all over the Earth, that's what's the most important thing, but they need our help. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Katie. That was really awesome. Welcome back to Hope Live. Between the breaks, I've been seeing tons and tons of support on social media, and you guys are really awesome. And my producers just confirmed that we actually have viewers tuned in from all 50 states and from all over the world. That's awesome. Okay, so I'm going to throw to my friend and colleague, Mike Hill, who runs our social media team here at NCMEC. Hey, Mike, how's it going?
Hey, Cal, it's going great. We're having amazing engagement right now on Facebook Live for Hope Live. We have thousands of people watching. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in to watch our very first virtual event at the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section, and my team and I will get back to you and answer all of your questions. So because I work in child safety and prevention education, I get asked by parents, neighbors, coworkers all the time, how do you keep your kids safer online? And what I tell them is, it's important to just talk to your children on a daily basis about online safety. Even if your children, like mine, are too young for social media. I have a first grader on virtual learning, and I have a 4.5-year-old. But when they're not doing anything, they like to get on tablets and watch YouTube Kids and things like that. So I encourage parents to make sure you know what your children are doing, make sure you know who they're talking to online, and make sure you're having that daily conversation about online safety. because being involved with them and having them trust you is the most important thing you can do. Thank you.
Hey, thanks, Mike. As a father, being safe online is now more important than ever before. And with so many of our kids learning from home, they're on these devices practically all day, every day. So thanks again for those great tips. Now, when you think of the National Center, you might first think of missing kids, faces on milk cartons, Amber Alerts, those sort of things. But what you may not know is that we have an entire other side of the house dedicated to fighting child exploitation and providing survivor services. Now, crimes that happen online are often incredibly complex. There's not always a clear jurisdiction, and exploiters can be very difficult to uncover. That's why NCMEC runs the Cyber Tip Line, which stands at the front line in the battle to protect our children online. In fact, you've already heard about it tonight. And as a member of the public, that's where you'd go to report child sexual exploitation found on the internet. That has real impact. Let's take a look at Ashley's story.
He just told me that he had naked pictures of me, and if I didn't send him the pictures right now, then he was going to leak them to people.
Ashley Reynolds was 14 years old when she got caught in the web of a mysterious online predator. Tricked into giving him more explicit photos of herself, Ashley did what he demanded to protect her reputation.
I have proof. I have these links to multiple friends. Your profile is on private, but I still have these links, and I will send them if you don't send me the pictures.
Ashley was the victim of sextortion, a growing internet crime in which predators manipulate their victims into sending compromising images that are often released publicly or traded as child sexual abuse material.
As time grew, so did the list, the amount of pictures he wanted, the amount of different things he wanted me to show and do in the pictures.
The daily torture for Ashley went on for several months, until finally her mother discovered a threatening message on Ashley's computer, demanding more photos.
They bring me into her bedroom where the computer was, and they pull it up and they're like, "What is this?" And I was just like, oh my God, it's over. It's done. I just broke down. I didn't know how to explain it.
That's when Ashley's mom called the Cyber Tip Line at the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. And soon, the FBI got involved. The investigation led to Lucas Michael Chancellor, a 26-year-old college student living with his parents in Jacksonville, Florida. Investigators uncovered multiple email and social network aliases and discovered Chancellor was not just blackmailing Ashley. He had explicit photos of over 350 other girls in what would become one of the country's largest sextortion cases.
Chancellor was very calculated. He was trying to exploit these girls to produce what he classified as an epic video. So he would have a very specific list of demands, positions and types of sexual acts that he wanted the victims to perform.
He seemed to enjoy them basically begging for mercy. He seemed to enjoy the power he exerted over them.
After years of painstaking analysis of Chancellor's trail of cruelty, investigators were able to identify and reach out to more than 100 other young victims and bring a dark chapter in their lives to an end. In 2014, Chancellor was convicted and sentenced to 105 years in prison. But investigators are still searching for his remaining unidentified victims across the US, Canada, and the UK.
I know exactly what all those other girls went through. There's over 200 victims still not found, and I know that I didn't know what he was capable of.
Investigators are still trying to identify hundreds of other victims to get them the help they need. Ashley wants to help too, and she has made the bold decision to share her story publicly.
Now, I'm glad we had time to show you all Ashley's story tonight. You can see how easy it can be for a child to get caught up in a horrible situation like this. And it's because of Ashley's courage to come forward that we now know what to teach our children to help keep them safer. And as a parent myself, I know this issue can be scary, but you're not alone. NCMEC has tons of incredible child safety resources to help you out, and it's all free. Just visit netsmarts.org to get started. Next, I want to introduce you to the chair of NCMEC's board of directors, Karen Tandy. Hey, Karen, thanks for jumping on here with me.
Hey, Cal, it's my pleasure. I just wanted to take a minute to thank everyone for their support this evening. I know I speak for the board of directors when I say that the staff at NCMEC has been crushing it, especially during COVID. NCMEC received almost double last year's reports of online child sexual abuse images. If you can even imagine, we aren't talking about hundreds more, it's millions more in just 6 months. We also had thousands more online child enticement reports during COVID. That's where someone is communicating with a child online in order to get that child to do something like create and send sexually explicit images or even meet up in person. But thankfully, NCMEC never stops. Not as long as there is one child that needs help, much less the millions and counting this year. NCMEC has worked harder than ever to quickly figure out where these children may be located and get that information to the right law enforcement so that they can take action. We are so incredibly proud of NCMEC's work, and as you can see, we have never needed you more than we do right now. Thank you for all of your support tonight. Now I'll send it back to you, Cal. Thanks.
Hey, thanks again, Karen. Now, we're going to take a short break and be back with another musical performance I know is going to be fabulous. So stay with us.
Stay tuned for a musical performance by Darius Rucker. Hope Live is brought to you in part by Ring Neighbors, the Fusner family, Venable. Don't forget to text HOPE to 833-670-0759 to make your donation to support the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Now, Darius Rucker is a multi-platinum recording artist. You may know him as the lead singer and rhythm guitarist of Grammy award-winning Hootie and the Blowfish. And now, as a country artist, he has released 4 consecutive albums that have topped the Billboard country charts. Darius has been a great supporter of NCMEC, and we're thrilled to have him here tonight. Without further ado, Darius Rucker.
Hey y'all, I'm Darius Rucker, and I wanted to be here with you this evening to support the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children and to help bring attention to an issue that is not talked about enough, that black children are at a higher risk of going missing and being exploited. When you look at all the endangered runaways and who are likely victims of child sex trafficking, 36% of them are black children. The reason why black children are disproportionately affected is complex, and I'm thankful that the NCMEC is working tirelessly to solve the issue and save these children. Thank you for that.
With a little love and some tenderness, we'll walk upon the water, we'll rise above the mess, with a little peace and some harmony. We'll take the world together, we'll grab them by the hand, 'cause I got a hand for you, and I wanna run with you. Yesterday, I saw you standing there, your head was down, your eyes were red, no comb I touched your hair, I said get up, let me see you smile. Take a walk together, we can walk the road a while. 'Cause I got a hand for you, I got a hand for you, and I wanna run with you. Let me run with you now. Hold my hand now. I take you to a place where you can be anything the best that I can. With a little love and some tenderness, walk upon the water, y'all. We can rise above this mess. We need peace. We need harmony. Take the world together, grab them by the hand, and say that I got a hand for you. And I want to run with you. Hold my hand. Hold my hand now, yeah. I'll take you to the promised land. Oh, I will. We can't change our world, no, no, no. But I want to love you the best that I can. Yeah, best that I can. Thank y'all. This right here, by the way, is Quentin Gibson, my guitar player. We've been playing together a long time. But thank you again for having me. I'm really proud to be a part of this. God bless you all. Down the coast in 17 hours, picking me a bouquet of dogwood flowers, and I'm hoping for Raleigh I can see my baby tonight. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Yeah, rock me, mama, like the wind. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Running from the cold of New England, I was born to be a fiddler in an old time. My baby plays the guitar, I pick the banjo now. Oh, no country where the people get mad down. Lost my money playing polka, so I had to leave town. But I ain't a turning back to living that old life no more. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, rock me. Yeah, rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Come on. South out of Roanoke, I caught a trucker out of Philly, had a nice long toke, but he's headed west from the Cumberland Gap to Johnson City, Tennessee. I gotta get a move on me. for the sun. I hear my baby calling my name, and I know that she's the only one. And if I die early, at least I will die free. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Yeah, rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, hey, yeah, mama, rock me. Yeah, rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Oh, yeah, rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, hey, yeah, mama, you can rock me, you can rock me. Yeah, now.
Thank y'all.
Wow, that really was an awesome performance. And a huge thank you to Darius Rucker and his entire team for tonight's performance. And another special thanks to everyone who made tonight possible. And to all of you watching tonight. I hope you learned a little more about the critical work being done every day at the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. You know, we serve the most precious members of our society, our kids, and we couldn't do it without your support. So thanks again, everyone. That's it for Hope Live, and have a great night.